Hi, Happy New Year. I hope you're having an amazing start to 2021. My name is Rob Lee, and you are watching my YouTube channel. For those of you who are new here, you are watching episode 7 of an illustration series titled Doodle Box. What exactly is Doodle Box? Well, Doodle Box is where I take 3 different post-it notes from a box like this, and I use them as creative prompts to draw an illustration on my iPad Pro using Procreate. What are the different types of post-it notes inside of this? Well, the yellow post-it notes are different animals, the orange post-it notes are different jobs, and the green post-it notes are different things. So we're going to be picking 3 out at random very shortly and seeing what that gives us as a starting point to create something fun and nice to look at as a final illustration. So let's see what we come up with. Okay, well, let's have a bit of a rummage through here. Let's grab this yellow one at the bottom, orange one over here on the side, and finally take this green post-it note stuck in the middle. Okay, I've got my 3 post-it notes here, so let's see what we came up with. Let's start with the yellow animal. We have crocodile. Going on to the orange post-it note next, we have coach. And lastly, for our object, we have a mirror. So combined together, we have a crocodile, a mirror, and a coach. Let's see what we can draw. Okay, it's on to the thumbnails and seeing what different ideas I can generate from these sketches. For the first thumbnail, I took a crocodile giving himself a pep talk in the mirror of a change room before the game. The second sketch, I had a crocodile playing water polo, but being distracted from playing the game because he's looking at his reflection in a hand mirror. His coach, meanwhile, is shouting at him very loudly from the sidelines. Number 3 is a tennis player crocodile who is being told to have a long, hard look at himself in the mirror from his coach, who is a duck. Thumbnail number 4, I made the coach become a mirror, and he's giving his apprentice some tough love after a mediocre performance on the court. Our 5th sketch sees a weightlifting croc posing for a photo, and his coach, who is a mirror still, posing with him too. I was very much continuing this mirror as a coach trend, and in the 6th thumbnail, I show a coach addressing a group of crocodile team members before a game. This is very American football, I guess, that I was thinking of when I drew this particular sketch. Number 7 is a bodybuilder who is appreciating his reflection and his coach looking suitably unimpressed at his apprentice's vanity. And in the last thumbnail, I have a mirror who is running around a soccer field kicking a ball, but his crocodile coach is getting very angry because he's going in the wrong direction. So looking at the thumbnails that I've created, I decided to put a quick number rating out of 10, essentially scoring how much I liked each idea that I sketched out. In general, I was leaning towards representing the coach as a mirror and the crocodile being told off. Those were some of the 2 ideas that I enjoyed the most in the doodles that I did. And because of that, I opted to combine thumbnails 3 and 4, which were also the highest scoring ones, for our final illustration. I'm only using one brush for this illustration, and as the HB pencil. And here I'm just starting to gather some of the different colors that I would like to use as a palette for this picture. Well, let's find out some fun facts about crocodiles, mirrors, and coaches. Let's start with mirrors first. The largest mirror in the world can be found in South America, and it can be found on the ground. For those of you who have been to Bolivia, you may know what I'm talking about, but I'm referring to Sala de Uyuni, or the Uyuni Salt Flat, and it is the largest mirror on the planet Earth. It is nearly 10,583 square kilometers in area, and it is 3,658 meters above sea level in Bolivia's southwest corner. Now, how does this salt flat become a mirror? Well, it's typically dry for most of the year, but in the rainy season between December and April, the flat transforms into this shallow lake from capturing all this rain, and it holds around 50 centimeters of water. And it's this thin layer that creates this amazing reflection of the sky above. Pretty cool. Okay, here are 2 fun facts about crocodiles' sweat and tears. Now, the first one is that crocodiles can't sweat because they don't have sweat glands, and instead they have to release heat through their mouths, which is often why you see them with their mouths or jaws wide open. They do cry, but it is triggered because when they eat, they swallow a lot of air, often very fast, and this triggers their lacrimal glands, and it forces tears to flow, literally because they're eating too fast. And the last set of facts will be about coaches, or in this case more specifically a particular coach. And I've decided to talk about Phil Jackson, who was a basketball coach, and basketball is my favorite sport, so that's why I've picked him. Now, the reason I picked him is that he has the greatest winning percentage out of any NBA coach in history at 70.4%. What does that translate to? That's 1,155 wins and 485 losses. During his coaching days, he also won 11 NBA championships, 6 with the Chicago Bulls and 5 with the Los Angeles Lakers. And this is the final illustration that I have drawn for this episode of Doodle Box. I'm pretty happy with how the composition and the colors of this turned out, and I'm liking the contrast in the dark background and also the shape and figures of the crocodile and the mirror. Well, that's another episode of Doodle Box that's come to a close. Thank you so much for watching episode 7, where I took a crocodile, a coach, and a mirror and came up with that illustration towards the end. If you liked today's content, it would mean a lot if you pressed like or hit subscribe on this channel to keep up to date with new content. And if you have friends or family that might be interested in the type of things that I do, please feel free to share. Your support really means a lot, and as a growing YouTuber, every little bit helps. I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video. I hope you have an amazing day, stay safe, do creative things, and I will speak with you all soon. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.